Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. It is a building that first hosted football way back in 1966 as EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Oakland, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Oakland Raiders. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Set, hut, he took the outlaw. And let's get in that hole. Jim.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Check nine. Showing it. Hey.
From the 25 on second down, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Tackles. Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Come to Wild World. We want it. Come to go. Let's go. It's set. You got tape. Go. Right there.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Let's
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Check. Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4, Mike's 5-4. Here we go. Watch out. Check. Check. Crunch. No. I need one over here. Mike's 50. Orbit. Mike's 54. Hey,
from the gun, Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Devin White able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, and no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. It's taken to the 26. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 28-yard line.
Check out. 1, 2, 3. Kill.
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. He'll have a first down past the 40. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Luck going. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 33 yards that time. Now Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Throwing on 3rd down. Luck under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So that flag will cost them 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
From the 36, Jackson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he fires one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward, since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now on 2nd and 13. Luck. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Locke. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half, maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
11 feet. We begin to clear you up.
Now Luck. He sets to fire deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, D. All day, defense. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Now Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
On the double. Mike 54. Check 24. Check 52. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Check.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Let's go. Come on. Check Nick.
Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's into the clear. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Locke. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Come on.
Out of the gun, Locke. He completes it to Evans. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he can get a good head of steam going.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To the air again, Locke. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Check out. 675.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. From the gun on 3rd down, Rupp. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Markel Lee coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They go play action now. Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He's got a man. Complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 59 yards.
Kill. Check.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one 28 yards on the ground.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Ready. Kill.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now a play fake, and it's locked. Airing this one out for Evans. That's caught inside the 20. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Out of the pistol to give to Jones. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 18-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Luck. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
They come out here in the eye.
That's trash. Check 24.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for third and goal. Luck. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7.
Raiders 7.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On first down, Richard. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Gonna throw right side here, complete. Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Ready, 52's the mic. Check, 52's the mic. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Right there, 54 Mike. Let's go, defense.
Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running.
Now a hit and Locke lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. A shotgun snap for Locke. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Markel Lee able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Bradley Pena now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Let's go. Come on. Check three.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Switch. 54, Mike, 54.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Throw left side complete. It's Black. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Safe.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Brings up second and 12.
Check it back.
line.
Well done. Hatchet. Check 31. 25. Check 25. Okay. Check 99.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 22 yards there, a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, switch gears.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Catch made, it's Moreau. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Foster Moreau, his first touchdown of the new season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 21. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Shift. Mike 55.
And this one's incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They go play action with Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jacobs now. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
You got tight right there. Watch the safety creep.
They'll run on first down. Richard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
A loss of 2. Brings up
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
32-yard line.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter, coming into it neck and neck, but they were able to separate, put their foot on the gas, and get the win.
And since you mentioned neck and neck, I'm going to stay with a little bit of a horse racing theme. It was that close, and then really went into the gallop and finished it strong.
One more horse racing theme.
Go.
I am glad you posted today.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So for Oakland, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.